I know some of you guys might agree with me, but I think there's only one real problem with Accelerator right now, and I've seen a lot of players complaining about it. Let's be honest, Accelerator is still a great tower and can still perform really well. However, the biggest issue is that it no longer has stun and freeze immunity. If you remember, Accelerator used to be immune to both stun and freeze effects, which is why most players didn't really care about its charging time. But now that those immunities are gone, you have to be much more careful with where you place it. The reason is simple. If Accelerator gets stunned while charging, its charge gets cancelled and the timer resets. That means you have to wait all over again before it can start attacking. This becomes a much bigger issue during events because event enemies usually have unique mechanics. We often see enemies that can spam stuns, freeze towers, or introduce completely new abilities, which makes it much harder for Accelerator to perform consistently. You can't just place Accelerator right next to the path anymore, especially against late game bosses. That's usually where enemies with stun attacks are, making it much more likely for Accelerator to lose its charge over and over again. That being said, I still think Accelerator is a really good tower and definitely worth using. You just have to understand its weakness and play around it by placing it in safer locations whenever possible. It also recently received a small level 5 damage buff, so it's still in a good spot overall. It's just a shame that they removed its stun and freeze immunity. I understand why they did it. It was probably too strong. Anyway, what do you guys think? Should Accelerator get its stun and freeze immunity back, or do you think it's balanced the way it is now? Let me know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.